Oliver Wendell Holmes, he says something about, there's basically simplicity on the other side of complexity, something to that effect. And it's true. It's like, if you can kind of overcome all the complexity, there's always a very simple solution at the end of the day. Look at any of the great sort of innovative companies. It's just, it looks really simple, but the amount of work that went into making that so simple is like insane.
You got to backtrack and think, who's this really meant for, and like your niche audience. So, that's what you kind of build around, like, who is the person that's going to really enjoy us the most, and who's it meant for, and design around that. And don't try and be everything to everybody. We tried that in the early days, like try and do everything, like you can't.
The two most important words for me in my life, purpose and curiosity. And they're essentially two different ends of the spectrum. Curiosity is purposeless. It's, wow, this thing came in front of me. Oh, how does that work? What is this? What color is it? Why does it fly? The other end of the spectrum is purposeful. It's okay. We're done with this curiosity thing. Now, how do we get this thing done?
What makes you lose track of time?
There have been points when you kind of had this aha moment when I first had the idea for code art, and then I just spent hours just picturing, where's this gonna go for the next 3 years.
What happens with your mind when it's not on the bullseye in the focus is you have a wandering mind. So when you focus, what happens is you reach that stage where there's almost like a little pinprick of awareness that turns into what's called flow and flourishing. When you're in that moment, you're working on a project, you're writing something, everything's flowing, it's all going, the time flies, you don't know where it went. That's a state of flow. You get there because of focus.
If I were to give someone some advice as far as do this to join the right company, yes. Look at the track record. I mean, they don't have to have founded, companies previous to this, but just in general, have they been successful? Are they driven? Are they not lazy? Do you trust that they have a strong moral compass?
We're not just sharing this knowledge for the sake of saying oh yes, we're there, but we're sharing it because we're in a world full of ideas. We're supposed to be evolving as a species. So the more that you can get understanding from great thinkers and builders, the more we can advance and continue to start to solve more things that are significant and important to our livelihoods.
As a Black founder, I live every day trying to make sure that what I'm doing makes it easier for somebody that's taking the path behind me. So I try to be intentional about my conversations, relationships, partnerships, things of that nature. So just making sure that I'm doing things that leave the world a better place, especially for those that look like me.
All my life, people have seen something in me that I may have not even seen in myself, but it gave me courage to continue to go and push and innovate and improve the lives of others.
I looked at all my great ideas and dissected them. Not one of them was just Nathalie Cadet-James that sat and thought about it. Not one. Every great thing or everything that I've done that I've considered to be great, I had a conversation with someone. She mentioned something. She introduced me to this person. We talked. Then I met this manager. Then I spoke to this person. It's so much bigger than just what I would have been able to do myself.